Welcome back to Tasty Travels. I'm Travis Frye. Today we find ourselves in downtown Mount Airy, North Carolina, checking out a bake shop. They offer great cookies, brownies, cinnamon rolls. Oh, and did I mention the Surrey County Sonker? This is Anchored Bake Shop. So today we're here with Samantha Coleman. Samantha, thank you for having us into this wonderful bake shop. I'm getting really excited, and I'm starting to smell all those wonderful smells that come along with great food. Tell us a little bit about Anchor.
Well, Travis, some of the things that I always like to focus on is flavor. To me, flavor is everything. I like to kind of push the envelope of what flavors go well with each other, trying new and different things, and that's kind of our heart of everything. Like, something can look really great, but if it don't taste great, it doesn't really, kind of misses the mark. And so that's our key thing, is just really giving flavorful things to people, something different, something unique to enjoy and try.
Well, that's fantastic. And we can't wait to try all the delicious food. What have you got on hand for us today?
So we definitely have Sonker. You can't come to Surrey County without having Sonker. I did cherry for you today. That's kind of our special flavor that people really like the most from us. We did some of our famous cinnamon rolls. They're really big. We warm them so the icing's nice and gooey for you. We have a couple other little things that's unique to us. Apple fritters, that's always my dad's favorite. Have some cookie butter bars. It's been a real home run recently. So lots of different things.
Well, that's awesome. We can't wait to get back into the kitchen and see what you got cooking up.
Yeah.
All right, Samantha, I'm looking around. You've got such a vibrant kitchen. I love the colors. I love this. Looks like cherries right here. What are we getting ready to make?
Yes, we're going to make a cherry Sonker today. It's definitely the bestseller Sonker that we have is the cherry.
All right, and so for folks that don't know, Sonker is a very special dish to Surrey County, and
Yes.
you're one of the original members of the Sonker Trail.
Yes.
That's really special, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, we enjoy being a part of that and being a part of that culture and that history.
All right, so how is a Sonker made for folks that don't know?
So a lot of people do a lot of different recipes. I've learned through the years that everyone has their own take on it. But this is how my grandmother made it, and so that's how I'm going to show you how we do it here at our shop.
All right, so how do we start?
So we always start with some softened butter, or you can melt it in your pan, and I always like to put a little in the bottom of the pan here.
Helps it from sticking.
It helps it from sticking, and then also it'll kind of melt that buttery flavor into our filling as it cooks.
So how did the word Sonker originate? I mean, I know it's a specialty dish, it's a dessert, but what is the reason for people calling it Sonker?
So I've heard a lot of people say that they don't really know 100% for sure where the word come from. There's a lot of theories.
What's your theory?
Some people say Sonker, like, because it's sunk, it's, the fruit sunk in the breading and the butter. It's juicier than your typical cobbler. So that's where that word, comes from. That's the history that I've been told. To me, Sonker means deliciousness. Right?
Okay. So what's next after we put this butter in?
So we're going to put together our filling. So we have some fresh cherries here. We always like to keep liquid in it because, like I said, you want your Sonker to be juicy. It's not as thick as your typical cobbler. So we have to have the good stuff. We have to have sugar. Sometimes we do white sugar, sometimes brown sugar, depending on the fruit that we have. And I never measure for this. This is always by the eye. It's just one of those things you learn. Every fruit's different according to how much sweetness they need and things like that. I always add a little cornstarch in mine just to help thicken it as it cooks throughout the process. You don't want it to be runny. And this is our secret item. So this is a blend. Yes, this is our secret. This is what makes ours unique and different. It's a blend of different extracts and different flavorings, different spices. Because, like I said, even though it's about the cherry, you want to complement it with unique things. And we always are pushing the envelope for different flavor profiles, and that's what makes it good.
And Sonker, you were talking about there's different things, different fruits that go in Sonker. And really it's based on in season. Back in the Depression era, people were just trying to get by, and it's whatever they had on hand that was going bad at the time, really.
Absolutely, yes. So they would use whatever fruits, like you said, that they had on hand, whatever was convenient. And we do typically like to stick to what's in season. One of the flavors that we feature right now is sweet potato. It's not a fruit, but it is a popular Sonker flavor. It's something that's used here in the fall. And we try to use local fresh fruit as much as possible, but sometimes we'll get requests for different things. different flavors, and then we'll just do what we can with local fruit, frozen fruit, things like that.
Gotcha. So after this gets marinated in, what is the next step on it?
So the next step is we're going to add it into our buttered dish here, making sure we get all that good liquid so it can cook together.
And so once you get that put into the dish, what else goes into it?
Next, we're going to do our topping. Now, this is kind of the biggest controversial
Controversy in desserts?
Yes. So I've seen a lot of different people do different toppings. Some do a really wet batter. Some people do a crust. This is more, the best way I can explain it is it's like a pancake batter. It's a little thicker. And this is how my grandmother done it. This is how we do it. Like I said, this is about the history of it. And we just kind of dollop it on top.
Traditions being passed down.
Yes. Like I said, some people do a crust that they roll out. Some people do a runnier batter, but this is our tradition. This is the way I was taught to make it from a child. I grew up here in Story County my whole life, and so this is how Mom and Grandma made it, and you can't go wrong with those old-timey recipes.
So once the batter is incorporated in, what happens right after that?
So then we bake it. It's really important with our type of sonker, especially with the type of crust that we do, to bake it at a pretty high temperature. To get the crust baked before your filling gets to really bubbling, because then you'll just have it bubbling out on the sides and you won't really have your crust fully cooked. So then we just kind of move it around. But as it bakes, it will spread across the top there. It'll soak up some of those good juices and blend all together.
So when you bake this, how long do you bake it for?
So one this size would probably take about 30 minutes. It depends on, of course, the size, the type of fruit. Like I said, some fruit's juicier than others. This one will take about 30 minutes.
All right. Well, I can't wait to sink our teeth into it and try this Surry County specialty. Samantha, thank you for laying out this beautiful dessert for us. I'm going to dive into the sonker first. It's a Surry County staple, and you've made it with love. We're going to try it out. And while I'm trying it out, people don't know this. Maybe they do. But you have a couple of degrees. You're a chef yourself.
Yes. I whenever I got ready to pick a career, I always enjoyed cooking. My mom has always been a wonderful cook. I used to help her in the kitchen growing up, and I just fell in love with culinary. So that was what I went to school to do, was to become a chef. And throughout my courses, I really fell in love with my baking classes. So I kind of made that my specialty and kind of focused on baking and pastry as well as the culinary. And that's kind of the career path I took. I worked for 10 years at Roaring Gap Country Club as a pastry chef.
That's awesome. Well, you can definitely tell your skills are at work right now in that sonker. It's absolutely delicious. I really wish I could have the recipe, because there's some secret stuff in there that just makes it elevated and tastes so good.
It's the love.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to go into our second dish here. And this is one that you were telling me about that I've never tried before. What is this?
Yes, so those are cookie butter bars. Cookie butter is a butter that's made from Biscoff cookies. It's a spiced flavor, and they have been one of our most recent favorites.
Oh my gosh. That is amazing. I've never had that before.
Yes,
but if you think
popular.
of a Biscoff cookie and then jazz it up 100%, that's exactly what that is.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So we're going to dive into another item here. I'm telling you, the sweets just keep on coming. I love these kind of shows, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So what have we have here?
So that is our apple fritters.
And this is your dad's favorite?
That's my dad's absolute favorite, yes. And sometimes we serve a little apple butter with it, but they're just delicious on their own as well. They're definitely a big staple to have, especially in this fall time of year.
That's awesome. And so for folks that are wanting to try this themselves, tell them where you're located and also where they can find you as well online.
Yes, so we are located at 139 Moore Avenue, which is in the heart of downtown Mount Airy. We do have Facebook, we have Instagram. You can find us on there. You can reach out to us through Messenger. We do custom orders as well.
I almost didn't hear what you're saying because that apple fritter was so good. But I'm telling you what, folks, this is the place to come if you want real deal desserts that is made from the heart, that is just so packed with flavor. You know, that's what you said. Taste is king.
Yes.
You're going to get great taste when you come here. That
Yes.
is fantastic. And then the last thing I want to hit is this right here. It's melted down. It's nice and warm. These are the cinnamon rolls that you have here.
Yes, the cinnamon rolls are also very popular. People order those. Like I said, you can order a dozen, especially around the holidays. It's really popular. People want fresh, warm cinnamon rolls for Christmas morning, and they're always a big staple here at
So you
Anchor.
do catering as well. If people want this, or maybe you have some, I've seen online you've got some beautiful cakes. Tell them about that. You also have catering service.
Yes, we do. We do catering. We do a lot of custom cakes. We do wedding cakes, birthday cakes. I've done baby shower, special events. We can cater just about any sweet need you have. We can fill it for you.
Well, I like the atmosphere especially. It's always just a calm, really inviting experience. Her desserts are really good. She actually made our wedding cake.
Some lovely dessert here, pumpkin cheesecake. I've had this a couple times. This is probably one of my favorites.
Anchored Bakery is special because of the moments that my family has shared here. Sam was really good. My daughter missed her best friend's birthday party, and Sam went out of her way. We did a tea party for her and her best friend to make up for missing the party, and Sam made those moments so special. She has a way of taking the simple things and making them special moments. In addition to that, you can't go wrong with any of the food items here.
They're baked from scratch. She's very clean. She has a good variety, and I've not tasted anything that wasn't good. She's got a variety for different, some people like cookies, some like cheesecakes, some like little cakes, breads. She has a good variety, and she always sits and chats with me.
Samantha, this is absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for your hospitality. Thank you so much for creating wonderful dessert that people all over can enjoy.
Thank you for being with us.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Tasty Travels. I'm Travis Frye saying, come hungry, you're going to leave happy.
Tasty Travels is brought to you by the Surry County Tourism Development Authority and by encouraging Surry County to buy local and by viewers like you. Thank you. For more information, visit YakinValleyNC.com.